In The Population Bomb, published by Paul Ehrlich, a biologist, wrote that humans were breeding so fast that food would inevitably run out, and hundreds of millions would soon starve to death. Having toyed with the idea of interstellar transport for surplus people, he advocated strict birth control. By compulsion, if voluntary methods fail, people still worry about overpopulation. But an increasing number, especially in rich countries, fret about the opposite, a population implosion. Low birth rates will end civilization, predict scientists. Though the number of people is still rising, the fertility rate, the number of babies a woman can expect to have in her lifetime, has been plummeting. And not just in the rich world. 2/3 of people now live in countries where it is below the replacement rate, the standard estimate of what is needed to maintain a stable population. Regardless of when the peak arrives, sub-replacement fertility implies that the global population will shrink slowly at first, and then dramatically, in a mirror image of the exponential growth that made it soar from 1 billion 2 centuries ago to 8 billion today. Such a prospect alarms many. One type of fear is economic. Fewer people mean fewer brains, so the pace of innovation would slow. It means less scope for specialization and division of labor. Rapid shrinkage could be hugely disruptive. Heavy public debts would suddenly fall on fewer shoulders, many of them aging. Megacities might be fine, but small towns could hollow out as the last school closes. Another kind of worry is nationalistic. Fertility rates vary a lot between countries and groups. So, some people fear a future with too few people like themselves, and too many they see as culturally alien or threatening. That is one reason why populists all over the West favor bribing families to have more children. There are several reasons to doubt the doomsayers. Artificial intelligence may be hyped, but it is plainly advancing faster than populations are likely to shrink. So, it, or another as yet unknown technology, will surely ease the drag on innovation from dwindling numbers of human boffins. Another cause for optimism is that healthy human lifespans keep stretching, allowing people to stay productive for longer. In a 41-country sample, a 70-year-old in 2022 had the same cognitive abilities as a 53-year-old had in 2000. Perhaps such progress will end, but as long as it continues, it will slow the shrinkage of labor forces, giving societies crucial extra decades to adapt. Countries that waste human capital may find ways to waste less of it by feeding and educating young minds better and removing barriers to women working. In sum, a declining population need not mean a poorer one. Japan has been shrinking for nearly 2 decades, yet living standards have risen markedly. The nationalists are right that the world's makeup will change. Even the UN's projection has China's population collapsing by more than half by 2100. India will hold steady longer. Europe and America may postpone shrinkage via immigration, or they may choose not to. The future will be more African than the present, but there too, fertility is plunging. Big, gradual geopolitical and cultural shifts are normal. The world has coped with them in the past, and can surely cope again. Pronatalists hope to counter these tectonic trends by using public money to boost birth rates at home. They will fail. Governments have a role in making life easier for families, but trying to pay people to have more children than they otherwise would is either staggeringly expensive or does not work. Shrinking, and thus aging, populations will eventually require big economic and social adjustments. The very old will need caring for, even if they are no costlier than the young, who often spend 2 decades needing support. The old are more likely to vote, so their views will shape politics. That could make it harder to raise pension ages in line with life expectancy, but sooner or later, governments will have to. Adapting to an emptier planet will not be easy, but it will be doable. None of the predictions of demographic disaster seems plausible this century, and 2100 is so far away that forecasts beyond it seem pointless. Who knows? By then, parents may have technology that makes child-rearing less exhausting, and families may expand again, but that is mere speculation. For now, there is reason to pay attention, but not to panic.